What happened?
It shut off. Once it hits 45 minutes, I forgot that it clicks off.
Oh.
I was trying to hurry. I was trying to make this 30 minutes, but I just keep talking. Let me give Bill just another second to hop on here. But it was so funny for me to learn this concept. I'm like, how could I not know that it meant beforehand and not afterhand? So it was really good. It was good to
Farming thing.
yes, the farming concept. It was so good. And I'm like, I thought, oh yeah, well, we cultivate and water and seed and feed, people as they're in the journey. But it's all about building that, we're planting the seed and watering it and dripping and building that up, and then we harvest as they join. So it was so good for me to understand that. And as K Coach is saying it, I'm like, oh, that's what it means. So yes. And I would love to go into closing, but we'll talk more about that next week. But this is what we've been learning. This is how we want to love people right where they are. We're just gonna see if they're open, give them one out. And this totally helps me so much from just being detached from the outcome. It's okay if they say no. That's the next double diamond. I'm not worried about it. I'm just continuing to talk to people. And I was talking to Brenda Martin. She's our nearest diamond. She's my closest upline that's actually working Plexus. All my other uplines are not working yet. So I reach out to Brenda a lot, and I'm on her 5th line. So I reached out to Brenda, and I was kind of sharing some things with her, and she said, she's like, Iris, I remember my very first convention. We were in Dallas, and this guest speaker, she didn't mention his name, but she said the guest speaker said something that has always stuck with me. She said, the person who talks to the most people wins. And this isn't winning I'm going to win all these people. This is simply the facts. The more people you talk to, the more chance you have of sharing the products and sharing hope. And the more people you talk to, the more yeses you will get. And I'll never forget Bridget Ryan. She is almost double diamond. She's a mom of 7. She is an amazing woman. She homeschools. And I went up to her. She's one of my favorites. And I went up to her at convention 3 years ago, my very first convention. And I was like, it's Bridget Ryan. Can I get my picture with you? And I was like, do you ever get tired of being treated like a movie star? I was like, I don't mean to be that way. And she's like, absolutely not. She's like, when I came here and I saw a convention for the first time, I told myself that when I make it to the top, I will welcome every single person that comes up to me. And she said, she looked me in the eyes and she said, you can do this. The only difference between me and you is I have more no's. And I was like, she's talked to more people. She has more no's. That's the only difference. And the amount of lives that she has impacted simply because she talked to more people. She's been able to impact lives. And yet last week, I friended this mom. She was a homeschooling mom. And I friended her, I think in the minimal, no, she was in a non-vax group. And I friended her. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start reaching out to people. And I said, hey, would you be interested in a side gig? I did the whole thing. I was like, hey, I noticed you've got 5 kids and you've got 4 boys and 1 girl. So do we. And she came back and she said, I am totally interested in your side gig. I was just talking to my husband. We are about to have baby number 6. And I told him, I have got to find something to help supplement our income. Wow. And I don't know her. And I would have never known unless I asked. So that's what we have. Yeah, that's what we have here. Network marketing is a phenomenal industry. It's a phenomenal business because it gives people the opportunity to work from home. And now I have the blueprint of how to do it and how to do it well and how to do it by still loving people right where they are and not being a snake oil salesman because I know what I have. So that's been my whole journey with our coach, and I hope that this has been helpful. And I have my notes written out, and I'm going to work on the wording a little bit more, and I can send this to you guys so that you have it. And but use me. I'm here for a reason. Screenshot stuff, if you have no idea how to respond to somebody. But the biggest thing is add 3 people to your funnel every day and contact as many people as you can and make it realistic for yourself. Everybody runs on a different level. Like Thomas does not want to talk to more than 3 people a day. So he does 3 people. But me, my goal is 20. My goal is 20 people a day. I do 10 in the morning, 10 at night. And I want 100 people a week. So I've just, because I know that if I talk to more people, I can reach my goal quicker. And I can impact lives quicker. Like, what if I hadn't contacted that lady who's needing a side gig to help with her business, help with her, family? But everybody's different, and everybody needs to run a different pace. So just pick a number and go with it. And even if that number is 1, okay, I'm going to share this message with 1 new person on Facebook every single day. That's 7 people a week. That's awesome. So keep that in mind. And I am learning. My mom has told me my whole life I try to eat the whole cake in 1 bite, and I still am trying to learn that. I'm like, how do you eat an elephant? It's 1 bite at a time, 1 bite at a time. So I'm still learning to take 1 bite at a time, because otherwise I try to do like 100 people in 1 day, and then I get overwhelmed and don't do anything. So there's all of that. But anyway, thanks for letting me ramble. Do you guys have any questions? Since I threw all that great info at you, like drinking from a water hose or whatever, fire hydrant. Okay, well, I will let you guys go. It is 10 o'clock or almost, and I'll message you guys the notes and the wording, and yeah, you know how to find me if you have questions.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.